Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I have tomorrow, she will be 10 months old kitten, Ziva, and she wanted to show some of her favorite toys because she's almost 10 months old, high energy, very much kitten energy. Here she is, say hello. And she wanted to share some of her favorite toys. She could play all day long, and she does. She does take breaks occasionally, but the girl loves to play. So one of her favorite toys is, now I will preface, most of these are probably off Amazon. I want to say for less than $10, or some of these might be Target, but I think most everything is Amazon, so it's like relatively inexpensive. So this one actually comes in a pack of 2. So it's usually like a little red handle and then a black handle. And I love it because it's easy to store, but then you just slide it out and it's like a fishing pole. And it comes with little clear wire on here. And then you just clip on the attachments that you want. So like this one just has a little yellow doodad. But then you can also, so they have different colors. Yellow, green, purple, maybe just those 3. And then the pack, so for like $10, you get 2 of those poles, plus 2 or 3 of the little feather things, like these, different colored feathers. And yeah, you just clip them right on. She loves those. The other thing that she loves are these little springs. She is obsessed with them. I will say they are very, very cute and easy to play with. Like, sometimes she'll play on her own great with these. Sometimes she'll take them to bed. Sometimes she'll swat them around like a soccer ball. Sometimes if I like want to play with her and do like interactive, I'll bunch it up like this and then I'll just like throw it in the air. And then she'll usually like go running after it. So she loves those. And then she also loves a bunch of these little soft toys. These more so like she likes to just kind of chew. I don't know if you can tell, but the edges, she kind of just chews the edges. But usually if she just starts to like bite or something like that, I just give her one of these and she redirects over there to them. And then this is not play toy related, but I recently got these and they're silicone lids that go onto the canned food for when you're like storing it in the fridge. Game changer. Instead of putting it in a plastic bag, you just put the silicone lid on and it fits like several different size lids. So like the biggest size, she eats Friskies as her like wet food, and this fits perfectly on there. So I love that. One of my favorite toys that my mom had gotten her back in the fall, because this is a good way to like entertain her during the day when I have like work meetings or something. And it has 2 attachments. It has like little ribbons, and then there's also a butterfly attachment. But you just turn it on, and then it just like spins in a circle. So it's easy for her to like go and grasp it. And then when she lets go, she can, you know, follow it again and then catch it. So love that. That's a fun one. It keeps her entertained. So usually I switch it out, either the butterfly or the little tassels. But she loves them. She loves them very much. And then, oh, that's loud. And then the other toy she has that she loves, she has 2 of them. You can probably already hear. They are these little like balls, and she can just kind of like swap them around like this. There's 3 levels. And so it's very fun for her to just like either lay on the floor and hit them, or she'll sit up and like pounce on them. So she has this one. That one makes the most noise. That one I typically keep in the office or like the guest room, so that like if I'm working, she can play and entertain herself. And then she has the same thing, but in orange. And this one, like the balls are not as heavy, so they are not as loud. And this one stays out in the living room because she does like to play this one at night sometimes. So that way she doesn't like wake me up with it. But yeah, so she loves those. And it's also fun if I just like swirl it around and put it like on the ground for her. But those are Ziva's, some of her favorite toys. She has a lot of other toys, so do not worry. This is most of what keeps her occupied, but she has a lot to keep her occupied. So she switches her toys up. but she is 10 months old, so very much so let's play kitten energy, which we love that. And we love that she loves to play. She's currently just sitting and watching me. And she probably wants to play with one of these toys that I took away from her. But yeah, so this blue one came from Target. And then, like I said, pretty much everything else came from Amazon. I want to say, the little strawberry, like, soft toy, that one came from Target. Other than that, everything else was on Amazon for, I want to say, $10 or less. I think this was probably the only thing that was maybe a little bit more, just because it is battery operated. So I want to say this one might have been like 12, but still, being able to get some kitten toys for like under $15, great deal, especially since, you know, litter and food is not always the cheapest. So being able to give her toys that like occupy her time and mind, while not spending a fortune, has been nice. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed Ziva's toys.